What is going on, Jets fans? I got to talk more about this news that broke this morning of the Jets firing Robert Salah. I was live this morning for the Davante Adams trade watch when the news broke, and then we ended up doing a marathon live show, so definitely go check out the live show if you're not already. We took callers. Jack joined, and it was a heck of a show here on the channel. I had a few hours to process it, and I just want to share my thoughts of the news and like why Woody Johnson or why the New York Jets did this, what the consensus of the Jets fans are, and just like overall, was this the right move by Woody Johnson right now? At the timing of it's interesting. There's a lot of mixed reports about Saleh getting escorted out by security, and then Connor Hughes is saying that's false. And I mean, we're hearing from the Jets players, according to Connor Hughes, that how does this fix the offense, which a lot of fans are wondering. So there's so much to figure out right now. And the other thing that is hanging over our head is this Davante Adams trade. Is he going to get traded to the Jets still? Is it going to happen today? Is it going to happen tomorrow? Is he going to get traded to a team that's not the Jets? I mean, there's so much right now that Jets fans are wondering. So let's get into it. But Jets fans, definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments. Today was a very interesting day for the New York Jets fan base. So I'm definitely curious to hear your guys' thoughts right now in the comments, and hit the like button as usual. So first and foremost, is this a lateral move? Is this a move that is going to kind of fuel this team? Because we all know the issue with this football team is the same thing as it was since Saleh got here, the offense. And Robert Salah is a defensive guy. He obviously is a head coach, and I think a big issue with Saleh since he got here has been accountability and discipline and penalties. Now, is all of a sudden, is there going to be accountability across the team now that Saleh's not here? Is Ulbrich going to be a coach that's going to hold this team accountable? Is there going to be players around the locker room? Like, what's Rodgers' reaction? Because according to all the reports, everyone's trying their best to make it seem like Rodgers is the reason why the Jets fired him. But no, it's Woody Johnson. His statement was very interesting, saying that he expects this team to win, and they're not winning, and he wanted to make a change, and he trusts the talent on the roster, and Saleh's not the right guy to take this team to the place that we wanted to go. And I know that Jets fans are overall like happy with this move. I'm just a little like caught off guard of the timing of it, right? I knew that if the Jets don't make the playoffs this year, Saleh is gone. This is Woody Johnson's first time firing a head coach, by the way, in the middle of the season, which is why I just didn't believe that the Jets would actually fire Saleh in the middle of the season, let alone it's not even the middle of the season. It's the beginning of the season. It took 5 games for Woody Johnson to say, I'm done with this guy. And Saleh shows up to work. Woody Johnson tells him he's fired. And that's all she wrote. The Jets had a team meeting. Maybe there's some more coaching staff that's going to get changed. We don't know. Nathaniel Hackett still has a job. Keith Carter still has a job. When that is the issue with this team, the offense. You look at the metrics on the defense. The Jets defense is still at the top of the league. It's doing great things. Has like the most sacks through 5 games since 2008. I mean, you would look, it doesn't pass the eye test, right? You watch this Jets team the last 5 weeks, and you would assume this defense isn't playing great, but they are. The stats are backing it up. They allowed 17 points or less the last 3 weeks. Like, the Jets defense is doing their thing, and that's Jeff Ulbrich's role, is the defensive coordinator, play calling. And now he's elevated to being the head coach. And now Robert Salah, I think the biggest issue with Woody Johnson had with Saleh is, I'm assuming, the lack of accountability he had on this team, of course, that we just mentioned. And the big question I have is this move going to spark something in this locker room? Are the players going to come together and now play hard for Coach Ulbrich, because we still have aspirations to do something? The AFC East is wide open right now. We have a chance to beat the Buffalo Bills on Monday night and be tied for first place. So, like, the timing of it by Woody Johnson is a head scratcher for me personally. Like, I'm not saying I disagree with the move, but like the timing of it, after losing back-to-back games, one to the Broncos, who are now on a 3-game winning streak, and then one to the Vikings, who are 5-0, Woody Johnson is not putting up with anything anymore. And that tells you that he is sick and tired of being a laughingstock. He invested in bringing in Aaron Rodgers. It seems like Joe Douglas had nothing to do with this either. So I'm just curious, like, what's Joe Douglas's mindset? Is he still going to be aggressive for Davante Adams? What's Aaron Rodgers thinking? He's going to be on the Pat McAfee show tomorrow at noon. And there's just so many things that needs to get cleared up. And I just feel like I heard so many Jets fans say, like, since the beginning of the season, even last year, fire Saleh, fire Saleh. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I think the Jets are going to ride out Saleh with Rodgers. That's what I assumed. And what I meant was, Saleh, this is your last chance. because this is your final year to prove if you're the guy. You have your quarterback, which you haven't had since you got here, and now the Jets are 2-3 with a bad offense, with a bad offensive line, with Aaron Rodgers not playing up to the standard we expect from him, with Breece Hall not playing the level that we expect him, Garrett Wilson. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, but the defense is still doing their thing. But guess what? Robert Salah is not the defensive coordinator. He's the head coach. And when you're the head coach of this football team and you continuously fail after, season after season with the same exact issues, penalties still the issue, offensive line still the issue, offense in general lacks scoring points, and the accountability is a big, big glaring hole. I don't know if there's something that happened behind closed doors that we just don't know yet that forced Woody Johnson to just make this move all of a sudden, because the timing of it is wild to me. It's wild. It really genuinely is. I'm not saying I disagree with it, but I was completely caught off guard by the move. I completely can admit that. I know that some Jets fans saw it coming. Kudos to you. But I genuinely thought that the Jets were going to ride it out. Now, what can we expect from Jeff Ulbrich now? And also, what can we expect from Aaron Rodgers? Like, how is he going to react? He's been defending Saleh in the media, and now Saleh's gone. People are speculating that Saleh and Rodgers did not get along. I don't know what's true. I don't have any sources. I don't talk to anybody in the Jets facility, so I have no idea what's true or not anymore. We're seeing this report. They were seeing another report saying it's false. I just want the truth. Is it too much to ask for the truth? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, the truth will reveal itself. But the only thing that matters right now, in my opinion, is this game on Monday night, because I really believe that game is going to tell the tale of the season. If the Jets go on Monday Night Football and beat the division rival Buffalo Bills to get to 3-3, the season is alive. If they lose, they fall to 2-4 with an interim head coach, and Rodgers looks bad, and then we have a short week going up against Pittsburgh, who has a very tough defense in a hostile environment in Pittsburgh. You have a risk of going 2-5. I mean, things can get ugly very, very fast, and Woody Johnson genuinely believes that this team is talented enough to do something special, and he does not trust in Robert Salah, obviously, after canning him and firing him the way that he did. So, Jets fans, sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts a few hours after this move was reported, which was, this morning, and it's just absolutely wild, man. Like, Robert Salah, excellent human being, great character. I wish nothing but the best for him mentally, because that's a lot to get through mentally. But as a football coach, he simply was not the guy, not able to rally his troops, not able to hold himself and the whole team accountable. And the reality is the Jets got to move on. And we'll see what Jeff Ulbrich can bring to the table. I'm hopeful that he can pump some type of energy in this team, have some type of sense of urgency, which I feel like this Jets team has been lacking all year, is a panic. In terms of not panicking, but like coming together in a sense of urgency to get things figured out. And it's going to fall on this offense. Aaron Rodgers, this is your team now, because there's no leadership in place, and Ulbrich is going to take on that role. So let me know your thoughts, guys, of this move. Love to hear what you guys have to say as always. So hit the like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. And let's go Jets. Peace out, folks. Saleh is gone. Wow. Wild.